But Echo summoned him. And
all right, gang, we're live. Welcome to the world of Hearthron. I'm your host, storyteller, and dungeon master Bilbo. Today we are returning to our charity stream for Extra Life for Kids, The Curse of Strahd. Our plan is to play this today's stream for about 6 hours, and the plan is since last year when we did this, we raised $455 gaming for kids. This year, when we streamed earlier in the year, we actually raised $365. We had a goal of $500, so we're back tonight, right before the new year, and the goal is to get to $500, and we'll play for 6 hours. If we get to that 500, we'll go 7 hours. You can make a donation if you like by clicking the Extra Life icon on the screen. And unlike last year, but we did this year, every couple hours or so we're going to take a break just so people can eat a little bit and keep the players and Bilbo fresh for these next, hopefully 7 hours, maybe longer. We'll see. So let's go around. We'll just have the characters introduce themselves. What I want you to do is say your character's name, your class, level, race, and if you can remember anything about your card, you can go ahead and say that. If you don't, it's fine. So let's start. We'll go left to right. So we will start right with my grandson. So go ahead, buddy.
My character's name is Mordell. She is a first level monk, a second level druid, and her tarot card was the Seven of Glyphs, the Charlatan, and mine was to go into this windmill and retrieve the sword that would help us in our fight against Strahd.
Okay. Next, Echo.
I'm Echo. I'm a wonderful bugbear who likes to have wonderful fun at time at the bar with his goblin friend who is still not here. Still lost with the hookers or whatever you want to call them.
He may make appearance tonight.
And I'm a rogue fighter.
May.
And I summoned Strahd today.
A stupid one.
I also have the card of killing Strahd's brother underneath a dragon-stoned head. I don't know what it's called. I just know I have to kill his brother underneath the dragon-stone head.
All right. Cornelius.
I'm Cornealius Grimm. I am a human third level Inquisitioner of Cordal. I blindly charged into a foe that was far too much for me, but it didn't stop me. I think the same thing as you. That's why we get along so well. We don't care. Blood for the blood god. My card is, I can't remember, I think it says Jack of Diamonds. Is that possible? And but the card that I'm going to play is joining the Bugbear in destroying Strahd. Yeah.
All right. JC.
Yeah, I'm Jay. My character's name is JC. I'm a second level warlock, second level sorcerer.
Boom, boom.
My card, I believe, is the 4 of stars. And I guess that was a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon whose name is Angus Halt, of the Order of the Silver Dragon. Look to the highest peak, defeat your brother before taking on the evil of the land. Wait until you are stronger, though. My brother's name is Isaac Saranzi. And that's all I've got.
All right.
Oh, I'm a Dragonborn.
No, you're
No,
not.
no, I'm not. I'm Tiefling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dragonborn!
Sorry,
I
Tiefling.
don't think you've played the Dragonborn yet.
No, I don't think I have. Tiefling. Sorry.
Where's that coming from?
Sorry, Tiefling. Never mind.
Apparently, his next character will be a Dragonborn.
Hey, it's the age. Civility is setting in.
I've never played one, but I want to. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. I play Narayo Dartha, and I am a Tiefling Druid, Ranger. I'm a Ranger. I'm thinking of.
No,
I'm
that's
thinking
fine.
of.
At least you
thinking
did.
of-
Yeah, you say
I know.
At
At
least
least
I
you
was
did.
thinking of when I said
got your
Dragonborn.
race right.
Yeah.
African and
So
European.
apparently he wants to play your character. on
Apparently he wants to
Wednesday.
play key,
They're
Yeah.
not brother and sister. So.
but
Your brother and
JC
sister.
is my brother along with Isaac, and
Happy family.
Very happy family.
my tarot card was the Five of Swords. I cannot remember the story that went wrong with it.
All right.
Hello, my name is Nala. I'm a rogue, level 2. My Terra card is the Jack of Hearts. A man in a place of sorrow and sadness. I may find my family here or not. A man of music.
Hey, you forgot to add the part that you're 7 feet in your road.
Oh yeah, and then I'm 7 feet tall.
Dragonborn.
And
Blue
blue
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn
Here
here.
we go. All right.
Always looking for a pillar to hide behind.
I hide behind this bush.
Well, I'm playing
And
Yarrow.
your seed.
Yarrow is a 4th level illusionist, deep gnome, who does not hold much faith in tarot cards and predictions, since none of the shit has come to pass as of yet.
Wait, what?
She drew something about a temple of amber. Go find fortune there. It's as good as any.
We don't really know if he's a deep gnome. She could still be playing an illusionist.
She was last seen
Wait,
as
where's your outfit?
as the goblin teammate of yours, just to piss you off again. Scribble.
All right.
Where's your costume? I play Winter
It's
Green.
not Halloween. He's not doing it.
I'm an investigator. I'm a cleric, level 2, human, and yeah. I forgot what my card was because I left all my notes at home.
It's okay to reprint your character sheet.
It's all right.
Oh well.
At least you take notes.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
say
wait.
my way.
I feel like that's a stab at me.
No,
No, that's a stab.
Only if you let it be.
That's a stop.
I've been taking
Only if you
notes.
take offense to it.
That is
JD's been failing to take notes for 20 years.
Exactly.
I'm not taking notes. I'm
Let
not
it
taking
that was
offense.
pointed at me and JD. That was pointed at me and JD.
Right off,
Everyone
water
else-
off JD's
Except I
back.
had quite a few notes
Everyone
this
else
time.
failed to mention what their character's doing at the moment.
Oh yeah, my character's grabbing the sword.
All right.
character's
I'm
running
running
away.
away. I'm running away.
Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
my name's Ender. I'm a 4th level divine caster of some sort, and I appear to be a human.
Perfect.
What does
All
mom
right.
appear to be?
And then we have
Notes for a normal session.
another character that will be joining us shortly on Discord, but we'll wait for his introduction when it happens very shortly. And then, so Mac, you want to do a quick recap then of last session, and then I will go through my notes.
A quick recap of the last session was we defeated the 3 witches at the bone mill.
Echo called upon Strahd.
Echo called out to Strahd and summoned him. Now we're all doomed to curse him.
No, pizza's here, I think. So.
And then,
Where did we start? Remember?
oh yeah, okay, so quick story.
Just a little bit.
Long story short, we were at a bar. We had to rescue JC. We rescued JC. We went on our way to.
You skipped a whole bunch of
I know.
It's all right. I'll get most of it. Go ahead.
Long story short, we at a bar, fought JC. We ran into JC and Narayo's brother. After that, JC was captured. We went and rescued JC. While
Narrow.
Yarrow and
Mordell.
Mordell were running away
From Isaac.
from Isaac, their brother, and then after having rescued JC, we had gone to the bone mill and defeated the 3 witches. After having defeated the 3 witches, that's when Echo had summoned in Strahd.
Before I grabbed the sword.
Before Mordell grabs his tarot card sword.
Alright, perfect. So, you don't know yet, do you?
Because I don't want to be a level fighter. I really don't.
Alright. Just waiting a second because some pizzas arrived for the players. So before I go into kind of the recap, we'll wait 1 second. So thanks for your patience.
The monsters are hungry.
Yes, apparently the monsters are very hungry.
Alright. Hurry up.
What else is on there besides?
It's beef.
Alex, just wait. There's the bear coming down. Relax. Billy will have it.
Yes, it's just
Wow.
Well, they're being quiet, so I'll go ahead and continue on with the introduction here. So, this is kind of the recap of what's happened so far to our heroes. They spent a short time in the village of Barovia, where they first survived Death House, and then they met Ismark, who pled with the characters to assist him in escorting his sister, Irina, away from the village, fearing his sister would be lost to the vampire Strahd.
That's why I said get your please try.
First, shh. Eat your pizza, be quiet. First, Irina insisted the party bury their father on holy ground of the church. There, the group faced off with the son of the church's priest, who became a servant of Strahd. The characters left the village of Barovia and made their way towards the town of Valakai. When they encountered a camp of gypsy Vistani and had their fortunes read by Madame Eva. Madame Eva revealed Narayo and JC are brother and sister during the tarot reading. And they also have another brother named Isaac Strahd, who resides in the town of Valakai, which they were heading to. While staying at the Blue Water Inn, they became the owners, became guests of the owners, Erwin and Danka Murtavico. Earlier, they dined with Rictavio up in their room, who shared information about their reading with Madame Eva.
Was he not paying?
JC then met his brother, Isaac, as a distraction while Narayo fled the Blue Inn. Narayo met an old woman named Lady Fiona Wachter on the street, who offered her safety for the evening at her home. Yarrow ended up following behind, who encountered a living toy clown, but managed to give the strange thing a slip. During the stay with Lady Fiona, Yarrow and Uriel and Mordell learned that Lady Fiona wishes to take over the town of Valakai. And they also discover something horrible is going on in the mansion as they escaped before they could figure out actually what was happening within the house. Meanwhile, JC was taken to the stocks by his brother Isaac, where the Baron Vargas Valovich would decide JC's fate in the morning. Echo led the rest of the party to free JC, where they also encountered this toy clown attempting to lure them into his toy store.
I almost fell for it.
Fearing the little clown, they made their way to the stocks and killed a couple town guard to free JC. They then climbed the town walls to escape without notice. Our heroes, split into two groups now, fled the town of Valakai, picking up a couple new members of this ragtag party. However, in their haste, they left Irina and Scribble behind. The party once again met Madame Eva and her gypsy caravan along the road, and the new party members had their fortunes read. The group discussed what to do next and decided to head off to the Old Bonegrinder Windmill. At the windmill, they encountered 3 hag sisters, Morganatha, Bella, and Ophelia. There was a very intense battle in and outside the windmill where our heroes used every power and breath in their bodies to defeat 2 of the hags, while the third is attempting to flee. Feeling great victory, Echo yells out, "Strahd!" when he kills one of the hags in the upper levels of the
He
Old
undersold that. It was more like,
Bonegrinder Mill.
yeah, Strahd. There you go.
All right.
No, you're like,
Not
what?
just Strahd. Who would just
No,
say
you're-
Strahd?
No, you said, wait, what is his
Imagine
name,
Kirk
Strahd?
yelling out Khan.
You didn't even yell it. You're like, wait, what
Right.
is his name, Strahd?
All right.
That's what you said.
Okay. JC grabs his sister Narayo and says, "We must flee." Winter and Yarrow chasing another of the fleeing hags, who also ran off into this mist. When the skies and the clouds go gray to now dark black storm clouds, the already coldness in the air now turns to a howling, bitter wind cold that you all feel in your bones. A gray mist surrounds the Old Bonegrinder, cutting off any clear escape. Hundreds of bats fly around the sky landing right in front of Echo,
I see millions of miles.
when all of a sudden a man in a cloak wearing black leather pants, riding boots appears. Echo, you notice this 6-foot tall, slender man with
Oh,
pale
man.
skin
It's the Slender Man.
and long hair pulled back in a ponytail from behind to keep the hair out of his attractive features.
Are you Jonathan?
You notice the cloak he is wearing.
It's Thorn.
Underneath the cloak, he has gold breastplate.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Maybe I shouldn't swing.
You called.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to let you know we finished this mission here.
Let's roll initiative.
Just thought I'd fill you in.
Not bad.
1.
He's off to a start.
Oh,
Well, you're
not a good
faster.
start.
What a start.
I'll get there eventually.
13, 12. Oh, I do have a question though. Did we regain all our hit
Nope.
points from previous?
Nope.
Okay.
All you're still wounded. All your abilities you've
Just
used
think
are
about it as the
done.
same combat. We haven't
Pretty sure
taken a rest.
Cornelius is spent spell-wise.
I'm not. I only spend one
But it's
spell.
been 7 weeks. What do you mean?
All right. Is anybody above a 20?
Just Strahd.
That is true. Anybody else?
We should have started from 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10.
All right. 16 to 20.
I'm actually at 19.
19. Oh, 9. What's your dex?
So you guys can either.
Can I go first?
Dex is actually +7.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
what?
No, that's your save.
That's your body
That's my
save.
saving throw. Never mind. I'm +5,
Dex
so
is +5.
Mine
Yeah.
+4.
I'm +5, so.
Do you want to go before him or after?
I'll let go him. I'll let him go first.
Yeah, I need to
Alright.
grab my sword and then bye.
All right. So the
I'm trying
19.
to run.
I know. So anybody else above a 16? All right. 11 to 15.
I got 16 exactly.
All right. So 16 for Nala. All right. 11, 15.
15.
15.
11.
Okay. So 15 for Yarrow
It's the same. I knew it.
and 11 for Cornelius. Wow, you guys are slow.
12.
Okay. So 12 for
Jason.
GC. Yes. All right. 6 to 10.
7.
So 7 for Echo.
I'm scared. It's alright.
Poor Echo.
Wintergreen.
Scared I had to talk.
9.
I got caught up on my words.
I heard that.
What is that, Ender?
Hold on.
All right, perfect.
I wonder if you can get like a negative.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start on out with my boy, I guess. All right, so he steps right,
Whoa, slow down there.
right to
Say half a second.
right to you, and just grabs you. Let me see first if we. What's your AC?
17.
All right.
Grab the big mitt full of
Plus
Yes. So he just grabs you, and he is going to throw you behind him.
That's bad.
Strength check or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Usually hard.
Nope.
All right. So he brings you out, and just tosses you to the ground, and says, "What dog beast calls me?" And you also take.
This guy obviously does.
You don't want to say that. He'll bite you.
You're gonna take 7 points of damage.
Here's rude company.
Well, just a throw? I don't like it.
You don't like it.
It's a slam
I didn't
attack.
say that. What? Who said really?
So put you behind him and you're on the ground.
Just
And
where
he's-
I wanted to be, outside.
All part of my great plan.
I like it.
None of you guys have climbing speed,
Next,
so I'm
we'll get
fine.
to
Yeah, Cornelius is like right on
Run
the
from the
top, right?
wind, my friend.
What's on your pizza?
Though you don't know me.
A bug?
Foul dog, why'd you call me?
Did you say above?
Cornelius.
Mordell, you are up.
Oh yeah, so I'm on the top. Cornelius in like the third floor, because I'm on fourth. I remember where people were.
Third. There's only 3
No,
floors.
there's
only
the
three in
second,
an
but-
attic.
Yeah, the attic.
Yeah,
So I'm
you're
on
up
the
in
fourth
the
floor.
attic.
You can't even fit the attic.
Well, I see him. I try and pull the sword.
All right, so underneath some sheets and rags, yes, you see this long-bladed sword under the rags with some ancient writings on it that you can't make out. The sword hilt is black leather wrapped around, it looks like cold steel, with a long hilt, and the sword can be held one-handed or two-handed. It is not a short sword. It is a long sword. However, when you reveal that, you also see somebody that's tied up and gagged. He has his hands and arms, feet tied up, and he's gagged. Uriel, why don't you describe what Mordell sees here of you?
Well, I look up.
That would be. You'd be lost in this thing.
We just lost him. Are you kidding?
That is crazy.
All right, go ahead.
I'm human. I'm assuming I'm naked, right?
Or partially.
Kinky.
That's a strange assumption, but alright.
I mean, he is in the room with hags. So I mean,
We'll go with it, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, yes, you are naked.
So you were
actually.
their sex slave.
Hightower style.
All right, let him talk, guys. All right, so
Human, brown hair, green eyes, wearing a loincloth, looking pretty dirty, and I've got plenty of scars all over my body. Looks like maybe 30 or 50 small little bite marks.
I look at him. I hear something outside that I don't like. I try and just cut his the knots on his hands.
okay, yeah, so you can do that. I'll give you.
Oh,
Or you can cut.
With the sword.
Yep, you can definitely cut the
A little heavy.
cut the straps that are holding his arms together. All right.
Sorry. Put mine was missing.
Yeah.
I see them sitting back.
Sitting. And
You definitely heard the fighting going on, and you probably actually heard at least one call out. Just more, not not that very long ago, maybe in the last 10 seconds or so, you heard one calling out for her sisters, and but you definitely have heard a lot of fighting and blasts going on for quite some time here in the windmill.
Someone say Strahd's my sister.
So
I say to him, well, so I say either run or help them fight, which is a dumb choice, and then I go out the window.
no, that's all you're gonna be able to do. Is get up there and climb it up there right now.
Try to turn around and get ready to move.
And then Uriel, why don't you go ahead and roll initiative for me too?
I'll give that to you in a second here, Bill.
Okay, no problem. All right, Narayo, you are up. So this mist that you were about to run all of a sudden goes up in front of you.
Run. Take your hand. Run together.
Yeah, I grabbed JC's hand and we should attempt to go through the fog.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll first.
As we see the words. Like this is gonna 11 plus 1, so 12.
Okay, that's good enough. You do remember when you guys entered Barovia and the mists that were around you that kind of were guiding you. If you went into it, and somebody did, and so this is why you would remember, it might have been, started choking. And so you know that the mists could be possibly poison.
That was our other halfling.
So now, you can still go into the mist if you want, but I just want to let you know that this mist surrounding you.
Is there a tree nearby?
No, there isn't.
Oh. Something I can hide it.
Other than the mist, or head back into the head back towards the windmill, but Strahd is standing there right there currently.
I'm just gonna
in
say
front.
what then. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
try. I
Hold
don't.
your breath and let's go.
Okay.
Keep running till we get to the other side of it. Hopefully, it's got to have an end somewhere. Hopefully.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna run into the mist. All right.
Well, we're holding hands, so she can't leave until my initiative. We're
All
running
right.
together.
Running together. All
We're
right.
holding our breath.
All
Or
right.
she's pulling you along
All right.
until, for
yeah.
the time being.
All right. All right. So
And
I'll
maybe
just
more
have
like
you
dragon
guys. Kinda...
feet, because
All right, Nala. What do you do?
I come out.
Okay, so you're coming running down the stairs.
Oh no, I'm already downstairs because remember, I was down at the bottom. I was
Cornealius is
at
looking
the.
up.
Oh, Cornealius is the only one. Okay. All right, you're downstairs then. All right.
I run out through the doorway,
Strahd is standing there.
like right there in the doorway.
He's basically you
He-
come
he's
right
on
in,
the
he's
step
right there. He's
Now you're in
literally
front of
right
him.
there.
Let's see.
Breathe your lightning on him. Fry him.
I might as well.
Did you already use it?
Oh wait, yeah, I did. I
Yeah, that's what
forgot.
I thought. Yeah.
Saved.
That's for short rest. Isn't
Okay,
it?
well then I'll use my rapier
All right.
on him.
Okay.
try to shank him.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Wow. Alright, the first one to attack him.
That's a
Now
dust.
so I need to roll a d20 and then a 1d8
Bites of dust. And another one.
plus 3 piercing.
One bites of dust. Oh, hey,
twice, right?
he's gonna get you too. Another one bites of dust.
19
All right.
Nice, plus.
So yeah, you're gonna hit.
plus
You're gonna hit.
You
5.
said you were gonna hit.
You hit.
Good.
Okay, and then so I need to roll a d8 and come on. 6 plus 3 piercing.
Okay.
Nice.
So
So
9.
9 points. All right. So you swing. You try to stab Strahd. And it looks like you're getting through with the, and you actually hit this side. But out of sudden, out of nowhere, a sword appears in his hand, and he comes back and parries off your rapier.
Oh. 3 bows.
Dang it.
He's a battle master. Come on, Strahd.
And you said, was it 9 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 points.
All right. So yeah. So he just
Piercing.
completely just takes your rapier and just swings it right on off. and it doesn't even do anything to him.
Dang it.
And then he says, "What foul creature are you?" And he just pushes
Can I
you.
make a saving throw to dodge?
No.
No.
This is an attack. And he hits you square in the chest.
Oh.
And you
73 points of damage.
If that happened, I would kill everybody.
Well, you would be dead.
You'd be dead.
You'd be
pretty
dead.
quick. You would be
I know.
Killing everybody.
And quick
But
question:
if that did happen, I would probably try and breathe lightning one more time real quick.
how long is combat
Shock
then?
everybody.
Last second.
Last second. Shock everybody.
How many like?
and you get hit in the chest, and all of a sudden you lose. Like all of a sudden you can't breathe, and let's see how far he goes back. Can you put him 10 feet laying backwards down on the ground? And
Somebody come help me out.
you go unconscious.
What?
You go,
Wow.
and all of a sudden just feel like life force being sucked out of you and you can't breathe. And you guys that are in the house see him just pass out, just out cold.
I'm actually hurt.
Foul thing.
What was that move?
Yeah. I'm
Yarrow.
actually a female,
Wait,
by
one
the
question.
way, not a male.
Okay.
Grandpa, how long is combat
The
then?
girl lizard creature got thief
Why?
kicked
Because
back.
one of my abilities lasts a minute, and I started at
I
think
almost
like
don't
round
dare.
3.
That would be over by now. But.
Yeah, we got like rounds of just like messing around.
Okay,
We just
So-
running for a second.
we see the mist appear.
Okay, thank you.
No, could you start
The
it
mist
right after
appeared
you heal?
before he showed up, right?
It seemed to appear. It seemed to be an appearing when there was mist further back,
Okay.
but this mist just seemed like all of a sudden move up on you
Okay.
drastically once he was showing up.
And all right. So is That's a very good question.
Seth healed everyone for the damage and had 60 healed.
So does Klingon seem to be seeing the hag still?
No, not in this.
So the hag was in the mist already?
The Hague was already in a different mist.
Oh,
This has moved
this
in and more
seems
dense.
like it interposed itself?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to call Klingon.
And yeah, you can make an
back.
intelligence check too.
I'm pretty sure I remember Hell No
Yeah.
being around.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. So yeah. So you know you don't want your bat going in there.
He's
Wow.
getting Klingon to come over with her, and you probably have record of how many spells I've done, because I don't have the character sheet from last time here, so I just had to reprint. But so she's gonna move to there, and then crawl to there.
I think I only have one spell left. This might suck. One spell left and no ability.
Yeah, that's it. She's done. She just crawls,
All right.
hits the deck. Or once there hits the deck, it crawls.
All right. JC, you're up.
We're running.
All right. So you guys start running into the mist.
We're holding our breath. Hopefully it'll, I know it probably doesn't matter, but we're trying to get through it to the other side.
Thelma Louise style.
Basically, yes.
Yes, pretty much.
All right. So I need both of you to go ahead and give me saving throws here. I believe Constitution, but let me just double check.
How far does this
What's your
mist go, though?
constitution?
Probably forever.
He's a legendary creature.
Does
this remind you- does this remind you
my
of anything?
sleeve.
Huh?
This reminds me of anything?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Constitution.
natural 20!
Natural 20!
Nice job, G!
All right. So you're
I
fine.
got an 18 plus 3, so.
21!
All right. All right. So you guys start running in this mist, the fog. All right.
As fast as we can go, we want to try and see if there's another side.
Yeah,
to
so
it.
you're at half movement going through this stuff, trying to hold hands and stuff. So you move double 30 feet into you two run into the mist, 30 feet.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
Perfect.
throw a bucket of water.
All right. You guys are fine. All
They should
right.
be able to
guys.
go
My
wow.
shoes pretty good stuck in my
They should be able to
Here's some rope, you guys. Just enough to hang yourselves.
It got stuck in my sleeve and then bounced off my forehead. I missed my face.
All right, Cornelius. You are up, Cornelius.
I'm gonna charge down the stairs and out the door. As I go, I
Look, I figured this way. Somebody else already did all that. So, who gives a shit?
I'd rather die this
All
way
right,
than by
I call out
Strahd.
the
Right.
I am the right arm of Cordal, and I am an instrument of his justice. And I charge out insanely and wrongly towards.
All right, you gonna attack him?
Oh,
All right, go ahead.
Nice
I'm
job,
Paladin.
Cornelius.
Go, Cornelius.
There's what I would do as a real person. There's what I do as a zealous inquisitor.
I know.
We're gonna put Malkovich's on
Boy, what am I
this.
even doing? I'm already planning for a disadvantage.
It's like, I'm scared. I'm just gonna be at disadvantage.
So that would be a roll of let's see, that's
Oh, that's what you forgot. You also
11
forgot
total.
glasses.
11 total. All right, so yeah, you just completely just knocks off with the sword. His sword
fair enough.
parries off, and he says,
I did not expect anything good to come of
Can
this.
I?
"You worship the wrong god here. You should
You
be
knocked
worshiping
out. You
me.
got nothing.
Oh, that's cold blooded.
No.
You should bow down."
Answer's no.
All right, Uriel, you are up.
Hey, pull.
Okay, guys, hey, I need to listen.
My mouth is no longer bound, or my hands bound.
No, he undid your hands, and I would have said that just really quick. You just took it off your mouth. Your feet are still bound, but you can talk to him, and your hands are undone, but he didn't undo your feet.
Alright, I'll start unbinding my feet.
Okay.
Hey, I need a blade. Help me out.
All right, we lost him again.
What he said you do?
Here. Yeah, I need a blade.
And you think your stuff's probably on the first floor. That's where they strapped you down to a table and took all your stuff off, and then took you upstairs. You also know, would know this, that there's probably 2 children also somewhere tied up and gagged as well that were from Valakai that they snatched.
Adopted.
Okay, I'll start untying my leg.
Okay, no problem. You can do that.
Hey, anyone that's near me, it looks like they maybe have a sword. Hey, I need a blade.
So you see, just describe what you look like, and he has a sword currently in his hand.
You see a black cat, pretty much cat person. And really, the cat's like looks at the sword, and is like, "I'm not giving this to you. I just met you. I don't
Let a
give
black cat cross your path.
And she goes, "Rah."
I said,
Cut my binding. I don't need your sword. Cut my binding.
I cut his hand, but I can't make
Got on his
it.
feet.
I thought he was untying those right now.
All right, so you two are. I would say he's probably trying to help you then untie your feet. All right. Yeah, you can do that. You'll be able to untie yourself and get and stand up here.
I'm turned around, about to die. Like,
All right. Wintergreen.
okay.
It's in and go after him.
Careful, winter is coming.
All right, Wintergreen. What are you doing?
After
You know how
looking
the
at
Jason-
anything,
Winter, what are you doing?
I could run that way.
Yep.
And then
You don't actually know what happens if people go into the mist.
no, I don't.
So you
But
might
I'm
be
not
curious.
gonna go into this. I don't
But-
want to.
They remind me of the pink candies that came out.
So what do you do?
In the little shark dish that she had
I'm
right
gonna
next
run
to
a
her
little
sink.
bit and get like farther away from that thing as I
I used to
can.
love those things.
All right, so run
I'm
towards
suspicious of the mist, so I'm not going in.
it, but staying around
So
by
there.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a detective. She knows
All right.
this.
Perfect.
I
All right.
You.
Echo, you are up.
Don't.
like licorice and Pepto-Bismol mixed together again.
Well, that hurt. Thanks for that.
Did I tell you to get up, dog? Oh, I'm a bear, so the joke's on you.
Oh, so you're a dog bear.
Oh,
14.
No, he just kind of just moves to the side just slightly, and your thing goes right down. All right, so as you leave, huh?
Oh, he's not provoking when he does.
He disengaged.
I didn't disengage, but he doesn't get it either way.
Oh, okay, so you just start running off. All right, what's the ability?
The swashbuckler.
Oh, the swashbuckler thing. Yep. All right, so yeah, so you move away, but at the end of your turn, he just floats. Move him 30 feet towards you, and you do not get an attack either. Cornelius, as he, I'm not done with you, dog.
Busy tearing up his urine.
I told you I'm a bear, damn it.
All right,
Look like a
Ender.
dog face.
Ender, you are up.
All right. Well, conveniently, the guy's gone.
Run, I got you guys. But there's nowhere to run. So.
Alright, move me out there 30.
I have a plan.
No, towards the guy.
Wait, what's the color of
Is
the
that 30?
roof when we came in? What was the color of the roof?
Alright, good enough. I don't need to be close.
What?
What was the color of the roof when we came in?
It's
The color of the roof.
it's like
You
white
testing your
thatch.
DM?
Huh?
It's a white thatchet. It's
It's
there's
white.
a picture.
I was gonna like blend in with
Periwinkle
black
and
roof.
mauve.
I was hoping it'd be a black roof, and I
Hey.
And mauve.
This is what it looks like.
Periwinkle.
So I can just hang on the other
What
side
color of the
until
back
Strahd
eyes?
leaves.
Oh.
What color are the back?
All right, Ender.
Check my spells. How many A's? You know?
No. I did not track your guys' spells. I
I know
knew
I-
certain things were used. I know Cornelius used everything because he quoted it actually on the stream.
Right.
So
Have I used
Out of there's a clerk.
I know I
Alright, I'm
cast.
gonna try cast blindness on him.
oh, okay, sure.
This might work.
Um,
Run.
And that is a con save, so
all right.
if I get it, I'm not great.
And like keeps going.
DC 14, roll low, Bill. What's 13?
I wanted to bring a with
All right. So first,
You need to fumble.
Heal.
yeah. So you can
Sit.
effective
Stay.
Down, boy.
blindness.
Alright,
All right.
that's a
So
good
that's a
part.
good part.
Stop holding
And
my
you said it
leg.
was a con.
Con save DC 14. All right, I have to be lucky.
Hey, you're the new Zeus.
Yeah, he just makes it.
Yeah.
Wow.
He didn't just make it.
Alright, let's fix that up.
All
We
right.
can
So you think you want to be a deity, huh?
Looks back.
Yeah, you almost feel
Looks back at
be
you.
a deity.
They have to deal with you instead of this dog.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
All right. Do you do anything else, Anthony?
I'm good, I'm ready.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right. It is a new round.
You're gonna like force your neck out again.
And then all of a sudden, from the mist, you hear these crows and these wolves. And the crows going in the mist all around you as well. And Strahd says, "My children are here now." And
You have dogs, and you call me pitiful, huh?
shut up! And he hits you, he tries to hit you in the jaw.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep the aggro going. Keep that aggro.
Keep it on,
He hits you. All right.
23 points of damage.
My favorite AC is yours.
That I like.
All right. So you take 16 points of damage.
Oh, not 23, so that's corrected up.
All right. Yep. And when he hits you, besides you just feeling the punch right in the jaw, you feel that, but you also just feel like just some of your essence, your life force was sucked out of you too when he hit you.
Punched you. Just punched you. So you're living it.
All right. So
Shorter life. I lost.
do you want another? And he comes another uppercut.
Yeah.
Hey, if he hits him, he gets knocked back into the fog.
And he hits you.
Dun, 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 dun.
He hits you in the jaw and then just uppercuts you back into the fog. He's like,
Less
God.
than 16. Less than 16.
Yeah, 13.
Boom.
Still up.
36.
You're gonna get that swing back.
Yeah, once again, yeah, just hit your underneath your jaw, and you just feel like your whole face is numb now.
Oh.
All right. Okay, Mordell.
It's not what I was expecting. Wanted to talk.
So, I know there's
I wanted to
windows.
show you our greatness.
So, I'm gonna move probably about 15 feet to the window. Correct?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna climb, because I have climbing speed as a cat. So I kind of try and climb on the roof. Can I do that?
You can
With a
certainly
double
try.
With a double move?
Huh?
Oh, okay. What else?
So first, yeah, possibly. But let's go ahead and give me a climb check here on this.
Got on the tin roof.
What's a climb check? I do?
Just go ahead and it's your
Athletics.
athletics.
Ooh, 19.
All right. So you somehow managed to find some areas where some of the shingles or the side of this plaster, and you can climb up. Give me another roll. So you get up about halfway up.
Natural 20.
All right. So
Wow.
you're up at the very top.
So,
The very peak of it, right? All right, and that's going to be your action,
yeah.
and
Wait, is he 60 feet away from me? Cause is he 60 feet away?
Yeah, you're way up high. Remember, you're about 80 feet off
Oh,
the ground.
so he isn't 60 feet from me.
He's further than that.
Dang it. Well, I like sit down and walk. No, I don't. I don't say anything. I see him. I'm like.
All right.
And I
Narayo and JC, actually before this happens, yeah. Is there before you?
My turn never happened.
Oh no, wait, no, I'm gonna sync you two up. So I need you both to once again to make saving throws.
It hit my phone.
Yeah.
Let's go, cat.
11.
Oh, not good.
Probably okay.
11 plus 3, so 14.
Okay, and what was you?
Ocho.
Okay, so both of you now are choking on
I held my breath.
you're not holding your breath anymore.
Very well.
You're not doing a good job of it.
I should try rubber 30 seconds in real life. No, it should be your real skill in real life. How long you can hold your breath.
How they
They have it in the top how to do it. You get a number of rounds equal to your constitution or something like that.
But that's how
This
they
is a little
figured
different,
it out
guys.
when they first made the game.
I get it. I'm not worried about it. I was just saying there is a thing for holding your breath.
Yes, but this
Yeah,
gets
but I
past.
remember-
This
I
gets
remember
past
when they
you
first
holding
made
your
the
breath.
I kind of figured that much.
All right, so
I actually met one of the guys that helped me make this.
Doesn't realize you can hold my breath for
insane.
How long?
I've actually done it.
How long?
30 seconds.
How long?
You ready? Are you sure?
you guys can still move,
Alice, how long?
but you're both at level 1 of exhaustion. So that does pull that up here. Sorry.
I don't need it.
You're right.
Echo, hush.
Down boy.
Down, boy, down. I was making you laugh. I was just making sure you weren't breathing. I was just making sure you were actually
But you're
holding
in
your
my
breath.
face.
All right. So exhaustion. All right. So you two still move another 30 feet into keep going in.
Sure, that puts us 60 feet through it.
All right. Yep. Perfect. All right.
Keep going, right? Straight line.
All right. And then while you guys are in the mist,
Oh no.
you feel like you're not alone.
Well, yeah, but you're all around us.
That's bad. You don't go into this where there's bad things. Get back here.
We didn't know it was there until we were in it.
So, JC, you feel like a snip. Something comes at you, but it misses you. However, Narayo, you feel all of a sudden something just bites into your leg, and you feel like your leg is bleeding. Something sharp, fierce, and you take. You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage. And I don't have you hurt yet, so.
It's at 32.
Oh, you were? Okay.
No, I got plus 7 points, so I was at 52. For some reason. I have no clue what that was. I think I got a boost or something.
Alright, well, I just have you minus 7.
Okay.
And your normal hit points are 45, correct?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. I do need you to go ahead and give me strength saving throw here.
Oh, do we still have that plus 7 temporary hit points on us since this is continuing on?
That's what I counted for.
That's what that is? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would still, how long does that last? That was what, Alex, that was what that you did? The temporary hit point?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
How long? Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't do that?
Yeah, you did, because you gave it to me.
You gave it to me, and
You gave me plus 7. You gave me
Yeah,
plus
give it to
7.
everyone.
How long
You
does
gave me
that
plus
last?
7 hit points.
That
yeah,
lasts
so
1 minute.
I should be.
Alright, so that's gone.
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
And
so
that
you
was-
are 7.
And
Okay.
Wait, do you have to stay in it together?
15.
No.
Alright, Nala.
That's just for the audio.
You're gonna have me roll for something?
Actually, he's just unconscious.
Okay, so we don't have that.
Were you gonna make me do a strength roll?
Yeah, still do the strength roll.
It's
Alright.
where if I hear someone.
Just something.
14.
I've got her hand and I'm pulling her along with me. If she starts to go, I'm going to keep
No,
her.
if you manage to stay up on your feet. Alright, Yarrow, you are
Oh,
up.
can I try and wake up at least?
Nope, you can't.
You're
How
out.
long
You're
am I
unconscious
unconscious for?
until either you wake up, which could be, or until one of these wake you up, maybe. You are
Or
unconscious.
until you're dead.
Someone
Do you
wake
have-
me up, please.
Do you have my
Wake
hit
me up
points?
before you
Your regular hit points?
Yeah.
I have you with 28 hit points minus 9.
Okay. Okay. I am
Play.
there. I see him there.
He's gonna kill you. You hear from the mist.
Oh, from the mist, which direction?
Like right out there somewhere, yeah.
He might. With my jaw hanging.
C'est la vie.
Is this where Jot came from?
Huh?
Is this where Jot came from?
Most likely.
The Hags? No. Yeah, this guy's
Jots.
from Barovia. Yeah, he came from Barovia.
Are you just practicing your army crawl?
That place was so depressing.
Alright. All the stupid people like you guys got killed right away.
It's actually his bat. Yeah.
I'm already trying to think of what
Create bonfire.
Okay.
On Strahd or on Bugbear?
Strahd.
No.
Is it a save or anything?
It is a save. It's a dex save.
Okay.
And DC 14.
Alright. He misses it.
Ooh.
Are you ready for it, everybody? Are you ready? Oh my god! He takes 8 points
Whoa!
of damage! Maxed out!
Alright.
Is that holy damage?
No, it's fire damage.
He's gonna flee, guys! We got it!
We got it.
That's it. He's
Take a
done.
bow, Yarrow. Take a bow.
I guess somebody else aggroed him now.
He's like,
Andrew's like, not me.
Wasn't you hurt you?
fire, huh? Alright.
Why?
I can promise
She
you
hasn't
that.
done one yet.
Alright. Alright, that's Yarrow. Cornelius, you are up.
Oh shit.
Someone wake me up.
We know what you're doing.
Leroy Jenkins.
Wrong character.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
Wrong character. You
can't say that with
All right.
this character.
Do you swing on him?
That's every character that does Leroy Jenkins.
Big guy.
17.
17. He's just gonna get the sword up and just
Nice.
block you just barely away.
It's alright, I understand.
All right.
It's foolishness.
Why? Why do you both have
All right. And so,
Mordell, help me massacre on this day.
anything else?
Yep, I stare at him dubiously.
All right. I told you it's Strahd as he swings his fist at you.
Fair, fair.
Can't even worship Leroy Jenkins.
And he hits you.
Dang it.
I would have been fine because it has a slight chance of
Ooh,
working.
he hit
but
you
it
hard.
doesn't.
Oh no.
No, I was
Oh, if Cornelius was gonna die, this is the kind of death he'd want.
Oh, Leroy Jenkins.
Nope, it's the super powerful.
Yeah, so he just hits you right across the jaw, and you just your knees buckle, and you go unconscious.
Oh, him. I was like, what did he attack me? Why? Where's his
Go!
And flame beneath him, just the little burnt that he took or whatever, just seems to just all dissipate. Any of the kind of flesh that was burning just a little bit, just heals over now.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, Uriel, you are up. So you saw the cat take the sword and go out down some of the stairs and went out a window and started climbing up this windmill.
And you
Entirely
can,
random
on the
is what he
ceiling, you can just claws.
Okay, I live in
Oh, you.
where I live. I am not surprised at anything. So
Yes.
I'm gonna stand up and try to run out of the room looking for the children. And on my way out the room, I'm gonna grab any weapon I can, be it a ladle or anything.
All right. So if you do a double move, because you're way up on top of this this windmill, so you'll be able to get down all the way down to the bottom level. And you know, one of the cabinets down here has your gear, but you don't see the children. But they could be locked in the cabinet too. But yeah, so I would say next round you would go to the cabinet and break into it and get your
And wake
gear.
me out, possibly.
So, and yeah, you see, you do see a blue dragonborn passed out on the floor. It looks like he's knocked out.
Too much elven wine.
Just out cold. And she,
Proper
sorry, she.
Proper pronouns.
You can't tell with a dragon. It's not like they have like boobs or anything.
All right, wintergreen.
You haven't seen 3.5 Watts yard. Lots of dragon titties.
All right, wintergreen, you are up.
I don't know, a little too skinny for me.
Don't look at it.
Strahd's over there. I'm over here.
It looks like your friends are fine. They ran into the mist.
Yeah.
They didn't come back.
So that was those friends. He
I can't see him.
didn't get to see those.
There's a building right here. So,
The hag sounds safe.
I'm gonna run into the mist because I have no idea what it is.
All right.
Is the wolf sound from all around us?
Yes, all around. You hear wolves and crows all
Okay,
around
then
you
that
too.
changes me.
In fact, yeah,
changes
you're
my-
pretty sure there's some wolves out there.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go in there. I'm an investigator, so I know everyone can hear the wolves basically, but
Yes.
yeah, I'm not gonna go in there.
But you hear them like maybe even coming towards you.
I'm gonna go a little bit back towards the windmill.
There.
Yeah.
So put them right.
So then if the wolves jump out at me, I can
You
get them,
can,
but
you can ready to hit a wolf if
Yeah.
you want.
All right.
You did maybe see this.
At the end of Wintergreen's turn, Strahd looks back. You're still up on the ground? And I said, kneel, boy. And he just hits you right down on your thigh.
you
Wait, who were we talking to?
You
You're looking at him.
Echo. He's already
I know
unconscious.
he's already on the ground.
I can't go down any farther.
Oh, don't say that.
What's your AC?
No, boy, you're 6 feet.
Alright, he misses. He swings down.
Whoa!
And
Got another
misses.
swing.
And Echo, you were up.
Dang. Alright, this is the last swing here.
Lucky son
Your
of
last
a
swing.
It's
Oh,
19.
got it.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
4, 16, 22 points of damage.
Oh.
Alright. So yeah, he does manage to parry some of it off, but he's not gonna be able to parry it all off, that's for sure. Oh, but a lot. How much did you do? 22?
16, yeah, 22.
Alright, so yeah, so he tries to parry as you come down hard with your spiked mace, right? Is that what
Rapier.
Rape? Oh, it's a rapier?
Oh, rapier?
I thought you were talking about hitting him in the head earlier.
Dude, I'm a rogue!
Alright, that's right. I was listening to your comments about a spike going through his head or
I'm
something.
thinking about it. I need a better armor class to be able to dual wield.
All roll
So yeah, so he tries to he gets off most of it, but that you do manage to get past his blade and his breastplate and just stab him right on the side, possibly where his heart would be if he had a heart. And you see blood coming out.
Talk about soulless.
I drew blood! Run!
Doing your swashbuckling thing? Alright.
Wait, yes! Wait, yes, I can stop!
Bar yourself inside. Hope he doesn't.
Wait, is he hovering?
Second wind.
Wait, is he hovering?
No,
Yeah.
he's
Woo!
Okay.
11 points back.
11 back, alright. Well, that puts you at
Leroy Jenkins!
25. Alright.
Leroy Jenkins.
Alright.
You're Leroy Jenkins.
At the end of your turn,
No!
Player again.
he
Another one?
Let me
he
go! Let me go!
floats back under right next to he's gonna go between both of you, like right there. Yeah. I didn't tell you could leave, dog.
Thanks for bringing it this way.
Can I
That's
use
helpful.
my
That's
free
time.
action to take a knee?
Alright. Ender, you are up.
Alright, that's great.
Get out
I
of
brought
there!
him to you.
Hey, you hear a voice? Get out of there!
So I don't know if I have any other seconds. You want to roll a 4-sider and a 3 or 4? Let's say I have one more.
I'll show you have one more.
Alright, I'll try another blindness on.
Alright.
That's probably the end though, because I know I cast some healing last session. So. Same pathetic save though.
Alright. He misses.
What?
However, he
Yes.
will use a legendary resistance and he will not be blinded.
How many of those does he have?
You don't know.
Sorry.
And I'm not Matt Mercer, so I won't tell you. It is a new round. He is up. Alright. Alright.
Let it be known I almost blinded Strahd.
It's like, kneel, dog. And he tries to hit you again.
I told you I'm not a dog. Miss.
Alright, he's gonna miss again. No. 17? 17?
Yeah.
He hits you, just hits you.
It like seems to, your armor seems to do something, and I was like, no.
12.
Oh, you forgot you did second.
Yeah.
I know, like that. He's counting them up.
How many hit points do you have left? 15. 15? Alright, so you go down. Boom, he knocks you out cold. Ender, you see his where he was stabbed, where blood was kind of coming out of his armor, just heals up now too. And then he looks at you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Ender.
Ender. I don't know who you are. But bow. And he tries to strike down on you.
You bow?
Oh, easy. That's AC 11.
Oh yeah, he is.
I know what I'm taking my turn to do. To just stab.
Do you have my damage? I don't have it.
Yeah, I do have.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stab.
I have
like,
minus
behind
10.
Okay.
But now you're now minus 28.
Okay.
And yeah, so as he hits you, and yeah, he just hits you in the side, just with his fist. Doesn't like claw you or anything, but yeah, you just feel also like just part of your essence dissipates with that hit. You know,
Good.
just your soul.
This is a smart character.
More. Take more.
All right.
But I will not bow.
Mordell, you are up. You're on top of the roof. What do you do?
I stopped doing it.
I quickly peer over, see two comrades down, and then I'm a stealth, just behind the pillar. Actually, no,
He's
not.
hiding behind
Nope.
the weather vane.
Actually, I'm gonna try something.
How
I'm
fitting.
gonna
It's
try and
probably
cast
a chicken.
Entangle. It's probably not gonna work.
You're gonna cast Entangle on
Yeah.
Strahd down there?
Yeah.
Alright, what's the range?
90 feet.
90 feet, yeah, you're fine. Okay, so yeah, so you cast Entangle down there. Alright, so what is it? A saving throw,
Yeah,
right?
strength save DC
And
12.
so does Ender.
So how big is the radius of that?
It's
It's 15 foot or
no,
20
20
foot? 20 foot? Okay.
So everybody in a 20-foot radius.
It's
that's a
just gonna be
40-foot
those.
Square.
No, it's just gonna be those.
It'll just be those two.
Probably fail. No, an 11. But...
Yeah,
15 or
Strahd
something.
misses. Strahd misses too, but he's gonna use legendary.
What?
We got 2 now, guys.
But even if you resist, isn't there something that happens with that?
It's still half movement in that
Okay.
area,
Posted 60.
but he's restrained.
And if it's difficult terrain, then he can't do reactions, right?
I think I'm
Or
not
can
sure
they
what
still do
difficulty-
reactions?
No, it's just half movement.
Half movement. All right, so yeah, so at the end of
pulls me down.
your turn, man, move him 15 feet towards me. Perfect.
Yes, he doesn't have his full movement, and I'm still like behind the pillar, like.
All right,
this.
Narayo, you are up.
Yes,
And-
you kill the messenger for him to leave. I understand.
Oh, and JC, sorry. So once again, you guys need to make saving throws. Constitution.
We're on the
Flee
same
if you
thing
must,
together.
I'll find
Yep.
you.
Don't say that. We
I'm
only-
not fleeing.
As I'm getting pulled to the ground.
Was it
By my
I
ally.
got 18.
I got
18?
14.
All right,
I
you
blame it on
now are
Strahd.
at level 2 exhaustion.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Even with an 18? Wow.
Yes. So now your speed is halved.
Oh,
Double long rests.
yeah.
So if you guys keep going, you'll only be able to move 15 feet.
We're going to keep going.
All right.
No one said JD wasn't stubborn.
All right, and then once again,
Don't do what you
2
got.
wolves. They're snipping at both of you. So first one is gonna hit JC, and Narayo is gonna get hit as well. Both of you get snipped in your legs. I need-
as it snips at me with his free hand, he makes a few gestures, and this brown gold shield kind of appears around his
Doctor
fist where
Strange much?
Dr. Strange?
I got the ring, and he uses that to block as a reaction.
Okay, so what does that put? Does it block totally, or just increases your
brings
armor
his AC
class?
up.
Plus 4 in my AC,
So
so
what's that
instead
make
of
it?
16, it becomes there's a plus 4 or plus 5.
Plus 5.
Plus 5. So instead of 16, it's a 21 AC.
All right, so yeah, so you'll stop it then. You got anything? All right, so you feel, yep, once again, wrong dice, sorry. You feel the bite, and you take 8 points of damage, so I have you now at minus 15.
Why? Turn back. You guys could die. We don't want you to die.
And once again, I need you to go ahead and give me strength saving throw.
Me?
No, her.
Narayo.
Narayo.
Okay, I know. Just marking that. 14 plus 3,
Billy, can you
so
put these at the
17
edge of the
strength.
nest over by where Yarrow and
So
what's you're
17
good.
of my
All right,
strength.
so yeah, I can't pull you down. Just put them on the edge. Oh, not there. I'm talking about over there.
You just said
Just
like
at the
Narayo,
edge.
but-
Sorry, yeah, I meant Yarrow. Yarrow.
Wintergreen.
No, they come out of the mist.
Oh, shit.
All right. No, okay, never mind. Yarrow, you are up. You see these 2 wolves coming out. What do you do, buddy?
Oh, I'm seeing that. There's nothing else. I like these bastards. So I'm gonna put a. I'll pick this one.
All right.
Do a little create bonfire over on that one.
All right. What's the DC?
14.
All right, he makes that rolls 15 on the die.
No damage.
All right.
Nothing.
Mordell, did you see
And
the
then are you
effect of
doing
your
anything
spell?
else?
Oh.
Were you pretty happy with that?
He might be restrained though,
Yeah,
because he's starting his turn.
Did he? He moved back?
Oh, but he's still gonna
Oh,
be
he
in
was
there
half
because it's 20 feet. So he and he multiple feet.
You done?
Yes. I'm
All right. At the end of your turn, move him another 15 feet back. Alex, move Strahd for me another 15 feet towards him.
Wait, is it his turn?
It is not.
Dang
It's
it!
off turn action.
Because if it was, he would be.
I had you right where I wanted you.
All right. He's
Are the
unconscious.
vines going in my mouth or other orifices? Or?
All right, Uriel, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna open the first cap.
Okay, so I know we just lost you on Cab, but you'll be. Hopefully you hear this, anyways. So you'll be able to open the cabinet. Yeah, I hear you. And yep, you see your gear.
Alright, I'm gonna real quickly grab just my cloak and put that on since I'm naked.
All right.
And then I'm gonna keep looking for the.
All right, looking for the kids.
Wake me up.
Yeah, put the cloak on and then finish looking for the kid.
All right, I'll say just grabbing the cloak, opening that, busting open another cabinet. You'll find the two kids. They're both boy and girl, and they're both gagged, tied, just like you were. Wintergreen, you were up.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around because there are wolves behind me, and I'm going to swing on them.
All right.
So I got my holiday dice. Yes, it is. This one. Another.
Very 20 today.
Yeah, it's
Double
okay.
damage.
Yeah.
But, well, they don't
Yeah,
have
they are wolves.
Here we go. Attack number 1. And X. Or would you're using a mace? Which one?
Nice.
Okay. So mace. Yeah, it's only +4. So that's just a 9.
Okay. 9.
9?
Miss.
Oh, that's gonna miss. Yeah, just moves out of the way. All right. Echo's unconscious, right?
Yep.
All right, Ender, you are up.
Should I roll?
Not really.
No, you don't. You just knocked you out.
Maybe I am. I will struggle to free myself. Where did he center it? Can I move back towards the tower? Or?
Yeah, I would say you could.
He
move
probably
your-
centered it this way, right?
Yeah, more. Yeah, I would say.
I mean, who knows, but-
yeah.
All
You
right,
would
so
head
what do I
to-
need to make another save? Hey,
Hey,
Mordell.
what's
I'm
your
trying
save?
to get rid of the vines, okay? The spell you cast on me?
It's
Remember that one?
is an escape or saving throw now?
What do I do? Is it?
Or-
Save.
I sure hope. I hope it's another strength
No, I
check.
think it's escape.
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 How about I just roll and we'll see because they're equal.
Or you think it's either.
All right. I'm down on the ground. They're going everywhere inside of me. It's unpleasant, all right?
No.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you can just take. You see him.
I
You're
give
up
in to the
top.
vines. Have
Yeah.
your way with me.
And you see him blow down to the ground.
Hey, guess what? The vines go to your brain, and I just start taking them.
That's right. That's right. Zombie
Take
order.
them.
So
All
guys,
right.
lay me down.
A new round.
Lay me down.
Lay me down.
I'm still hiding.
He says. Yeah. He
He
says,
sees cat ears.
"Go away, my children." And all of a sudden, so Ender and I guess Mordell, you see this too. All of a sudden, he just seems once again to swirl. All of a sudden, these bats appear. He starts swirling, and he just pops up and flies off
And all the mist is.
into the air. And yes, the mist dissipates.
We
and
won!
the wolves
Yay!
wander off.
Yay!
within the
More like he went away.
mist. Yeah.
We're about 100 feet off, standing there, going.
And then I say, hey. And then I say release. And I say release as the vines just disappear.
Okay.
Oh, I was so close. Why did you stop?
This reminds me of.
We showed him.
Speak to it.
I happen to know.
We showed him
And
how
yes,
not ready
and
we were for that.
I headbutted the shit
All
out
right.
of his fist.
So,
You're out.
I headbutted his
I
fist.
heal.
yeah, just kind of Mordell. So you see Strahd, yeah, all of a sudden, like, these bats flying around him. He becomes a bat. It looks like he becomes these bats as well and flies off. You
Okay.
see the mist dissipate. You see off in the distance, about probably 100 feet away or so, maybe 150 feet. You'll see both JC and Narayo just kind of like having a hard time breathing.
She's bleeding.
And yes, yeah,
Yeah.
you might not
So
see that.
I'm limping a little
down.
bit, actually.
You know,
So I'm gonna come
Come
down,
down.
and then my 2 spells I have left.
At least your jaw ain't messed
Both
up.
cure wounds. I am healing you 2 with a cure wounds each. So
all right, so go ahead and roll.
first I'm gonna heal the
No,
other
which
cleric.
one first?
The cleric first.
Paladin.
Paladin.
Oh yeah. Max health back, which is 10 points.
Cordell loves you.
All right, so you have 10 hit points right
And then the
now.
bugbear I'm gonna change.
So
dice.
your hit points are normally 36, right? Okay, so you're minus 26 right
Oh, and
now.
then almost max for him, which is 9 points.
9. So you're at 31. All right, your normal is 40, right?
Yeah. So I say
All right, so
let
that's
the animals of the forest.
all right. So JC and Narayo, what do you two do?
I say we start heading back to the
Nothing
forest.
else is going on?
We said
Yeah, it's this. It now becomes all of a sudden eerie quiet. Just all of a sudden, just quiet and it goes.
And we look back and it looks like they're just licking their wounds.
You guys killed Strahd?
You look back and you would have saw
No.
as you're looking back as this mist. You see Mordell seems to be like checking on and healing both Cornelius and Echo.
No.
And Ender's on the ground laying there, and that's probably what you see right now.
Okay, we'll start heading back at our half movement because we've got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Spell start away.
I'm limping.
But we're not running this time. We're just kind of
Walking back.
Good job, Ender. Good job.
about 15 feet
All right.
Say
around.
his name again.
All right, Yarrow, what do you do?
If you say it again, we will. Thank you.
About there.
She heard.
Is one of us.
So was what he said fairly audible?
Yeah,
So he just said, "Leave them, my children."
yeah.
Okay. So she's going to circle around.
And you would have saw the bats fly off.
Yeah.
And when the bats flied off, you saw the wolves kind of go into the mist and
Healer.
just evaporate with the mist.
Come help these.
Well, I'll throw one of
I
your
healed
arms
him.
over my shoulder and try to help
Alright.
you since you're.
So she's calling back.
Okay.
I was gonna pick you up.
To winter
Then
winter.
Full.
All right. So Cornelius, yep. So you you wake up, you know, wow, your jaw's hurting, still numb.
I'm still knocked out
And
cold.
hey, and
Yes,
when I
you
heal
still
him,
are all
when I
cold.
heal him, I say, let the animals of the forest heal these 2 souls.
All right.
Should be that.
What do you do, Cornelius?
In your teeth.
You recover conscious.
Oh, me? Oh, I spend this entire round regretting my decisions.
All right.
I join you and I say,
All right, Uriel. So you've broken the cabinet. You see the 2 children. They're tied up. You have your cloak around you. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab my mace and a dagger and then start cutting them loose.
Okay, perfect. No problem.
Once I get them loose, I'm gonna shelter them behind me and start gathering the rest of my gear.
Okay, perfect. Wintergreen. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk over to the people.
Great. So we get
All
to
right.
the
Well,
back.
and start.
you're just knocked out.
Just
Everybody
getting
in.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
All right, and then Echo.
part of the group.
You wake up too bruised, banged up.
You guys did it. Ender.
You see Ender laying on the
You
ground.
had something up your sleeve. I knew it. It knocked you on your butt. How powerful
No,
it
we did
was.
not kill him.
Shut up.
We
You
did
win.
not kill him.
Good job, Ender. Where'd you go celebrate?
And then Ender, you're up.
After I fix my
Climb to
jaw.
my feet and walk back to the tower slowly.
All right, so we'll come out of the rounds
We did
here.
not kill him.
Yeah, so Ender, as you head over towards there, you see the unconscious Dragonborn on the ground
You slapped
over there, and then you also see looks like a human
With bright shining
with-
boxy booties.
with a cloak over him, and
I will
two
shock you when I-
two children, a boy and a girl, probably 8 or 9 years old, that are kind of behind him.
Oh, and I say, oh yeah, I freed him, by the way.
I'll move over to the Dragonborn and try to do a medicine check and see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you know, you don't even need to
Okay.
roll this. He's unconscious.
Okay.
He's not going to die or anything. He just got knocked out.
All right.
Pervert.
And so we're out of rounds, guys. So you guys can talk and do whatever you're going to do.
I'm still knocked out.
Yes, you're still
Well,
knocked out.
let's drag the Dragonborn outside as tribute.
If you guys start doing that, I just slap him away.
They say, they say the tail, the white meat of the tail is the best meat on it.
Maybe just leave the tail out.
Let's find out what gender this thing really is.
Section anybody?
And you're just saying like an alligator, I don't want to do it.
And just so you know, dragon armor is harder than hack right now.
Mm-hmm.
Does it
Dragon
seem like a
scales
language
are
on
like-
this sword?
Hard as titanium, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, there's some sort of ancient writing on it.
I say, does anybody able to read this? I point to the group. I point to you more than likely, because or you. You two, probably.
So we have
So
me and
it's this
JC
ancient
gotten
writing.
back to the
Yeah, we're out of
I don't
rounds.
read.
You guys can talk.
I can take a look at it.
Someone wake
Oh,
me
no.
up.
Yes.
I could. I don't know if I know
Yes,
it.
that is right. I'll look at the sword.
I showed you the wisest person in the group.
Give me Arcana check.
I showed you the wisest person in the group.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
All
he-
right.
He knows everything
Nice.
about this.
So
Got
with
rid
the
of the two
natural
ones.
20, you're gonna get. You know this is magical.
Yeah.
Just off of that, the natural 20. You know this is a magical sword. From what you get, it needs to. The writing on it is Sol Eldar Bruni, and basically, from what you understand, what it is. You think he has to repeat, whoever is going to hold this sword has to hold it in fire for about an hour and chant those words over and over and over.
Soul Eldar Brooding.
Yeah, to be attuned to this weapon. And you believe that the sword, on command of those 3 words, lights the sword up into flame.
Nice.
So, you tell it.
It's a false sword.
So, can you tell that to me?
It's a fake. I believe it to be cursed.
Perfect.
Inside.
I'll take it.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I tell him
You
all
want
that.
me to break it to make it realistic?
I think we need to talk about this.
I was just fucking.
Kinda,
Overall, flame is my thing.
This was his mission.
yeah, this is my
This was
mission.
his quest.
Well, somebody wake me
Oh,
up.
it's-
Continuing to get dressed.
All right, you're getting dressed.
Who the hell's the weirdo in the back?
I
With the
freed him.
two
He's
kids?
okay. He's good.
Naked?
Is the Dragonborn
No,
still
he's close.
unconscious?
He's-
Yeah, no one
Name's MJ.
Hey, cat lady, you can't just free people during the middle of a
Yeah.
battle.
And Nala's still passed out on the floor.
Wake me up!
Shit.
No,
I
just
I
everybody's
slapped you.
just
I
like,
slapped
nah,
you.
he's good.
I literally
That won't wake him
Come
up.
on.
He's not sleeping.
Dang it.
He's unconscious.
Okay,
Unconscious.
that's
Slap's
water
not
on
gonna.
him.
Hey,
That won't wake him up either.
I'll walk
I know.
over to spare the
Not
dying just in
sleeping.
case.
Okay.
Hey, you little man over there with no clothing on.
Stabilizing.
He has a cloak on.
Little man, who are you?
I am Uriel Dawnblade. These children under my ward.
All right, cool.
Doing
Why
a
are
good
you
job,
here?
Well,
isn't he?
Why are you here?
Was captured by these three sisters, these hags.
That's sad.
They were trying to eat me.
Or
One of them, the little girl says, "They were gonna make us cookies."
Oh no, is this really Hansel and Gretel?
Make you cookies.
Make you cookies or make you into
Turn
cookies?
us into cookies.
I was out. I've been down for some cookies. We showed up too early, guys.
I smack
Damn
Echo.
it.
Actually, who's in the group with Tabaxi before me? Doubt you have.
How many did you kill?
I mean, it was
Does anybody
killed
have
two of
something
them.
sharp that
One
they
of
can
them
poke
got
you
away.
with? Just like a little poke.
I would suggest we gather your things and do what you need to do.
Part of the game.
Like
You need
sleep?
to leave.
Like sleep here? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I agree.
So let's take the bodies of the two hags that are there, drag them out to the field, and I'll use my cantrip firebolt to just like burn the bodies until they're gone. I'll just keep throwing full fire
Wait, what
out
were
until
the
they're
words?
burned up.
That would your head would explode at the point. It's better off to start a fire and then burn them.
fine. We'll
Yeah.
We have a
I
fireplace.
just don't run past.
They were gonna make cookies.
So,
You would, and you're exhausted as it is. So you a couple of them, you're like all of a sudden you'd be like
Okay.
dizzy headed. Yeah, cantrips, even though you have them in the sense of combat just left and right, in the sense it still wears on you. At some point, you're going to start feeling exhaustion, pass out, because it is still magic.
Okay.
So, but you could definitely start a fire, and probably with Yarrow's help.
Let's just
too,
burn them and
burn
then
them.
we're gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna curl up on the floor next to the Dragonborn and just pass out.
is the inside of this building wood, or is it all stone?
It's like plaster.
So now you're
And there's some wood
I'm just
inside.
sleeping on
So
three
might
levels
burn?
of exhaustion.
The building itself, if we
Not
try.
gonna have to
Possibly, yeah.
Jaw.
There's enough
Just a little
refuge in here, and there's wood. Yeah, you could
Giant
ignite
pile.
this thing. Absolutely.
Grab my.
So
And we had horses. Are they still here?
That's right.
There's a Dragonborn.
We stole some horses. I know. I had a
No,
war horse.
you guys have one person. I think you guys one horse.
I got a war horse. Goddamn.
Because remember, you guys had to climb over the fence. You left all horses, but I think somebody came out with a horse.
Yeah, we stole a whole bunch of horses. I don't know what you're talking about. We stole a
You're
bunch of
right
horses.
there. I think the second group had to climb the fence. The first
Yeah,
group
right there.
Yes.
We
The
brought out-
second group
Oh,
was
you guys
me.
rode out.
We stole
Oh, you stole horses. Okay.
Yeah, the second group
Alright.
was me, Uriel, and
Okay.
Narayo,
So
and
you
they
guys
climbed on my back.
climbed over the wall. That's right.
No,
You
they
three.
climbed on my back.
Yeah,
and I
you jumped over the
Climbing
wall.
over a wall.
No.
Yeah.
I was here.
Okay, so
Okay.
Clean the place.
yeah,
Burn it. Let's go.
Yarrow encourages Winter to get this lady,
Dragonborn.
But then
conscious.
you see the two.
And
two
then,
tieflings
Alright, we have
sleeping.
to sleep anyways.
So why don't you go ahead and do a medicine kit,
Not here.
healer's kit.
I just said that.
Roll a D6.
Kill two sisters. Third one's out there. We gotta go.
Like, take a short
Yeah.
rest.
So
We
that's
can't
plus
go.
6.
Or we can
Take
go,
a
but we're
short
moving
rest.
awful
8
slow.
points.
All right, so you have 8 hit
Get
points.
on the horse.
Sweet.
Might
Yarrow
fall
will
I'll strap you down.
start looking through the
Well,
contents
that's
of
the
what's here.
excellent
Threaten me
interrogate.
with a good time.
So wait, is there
Where are we gonna go, guys? we got kicked out of the last town.
First of all, we're going to take everything we can from here.
Very true, yes.
How about we go to the gypsy camp? You're welcome. Nick.
It's always moving.
That's where
so
we
was
came
that
from.
15 hit points?
They're heading.
I'm sorry, what was that, Uriel? I'm sorry, what?
16, 17.
Am I dressed yet?
Yeah, you're dressed. Absolutely.
Alright, I'll
Like,
take
is
the
my
children by their
hit
hand.
points is 22, and I was at 15.
We are leaving.
That's why you were
Do
unconscious.
you know your way?
Okay.
So you now have.
Do you hear it? Guys, talking to you guys.
We are leaving. Do you know your way?
Wait, why are you leaving? Don't you want protection or something? You just got mauled by these hags.
They could come back.
There are worse things coming.
Yeah,
You
so,
need to leave now.
so we are gonna leave, but we're gonna gather some
What
stuff.
makes you think there's worse things coming?
One sister got away.
Yes.
Okay.
I just said that.
She will be coming with more. I guarantee you.
Sure.
Wait, are you from here?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
No.
Yes, no.
So where are you going?
That is a complicated question. One which
What?
I do not have the answer right.
What is your favorite color?
You got a place for us to sleep?
I have-
Yes, well, I can find you a place to sleep.
It's not back in town, is it?
Which town?
Back in Victoria or something? I don't know.
I'll help the children up onto one of the horses.
The town where Isaac is.
Yeah, he's leading both he's got both children in hand in hand.
Put them on the horses. They'll be too slow.
I will take these children to the closest town.
We're not allowed in the closest town.
Go to the next
What's
closest.
The other way.
Well, we were in Barovia, but we also have been to another town.
I have a wisdom of 1, so
Barovia is the town as well as the area.
Wait, what?
Valachi.
Malachi.
Valkyrie.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's where you guys.
Close guys.
While they're all chatting, I'm like just hanging out with the horses.
I know. I'll do you guys that stuff.
I'm like,
I'm getting on my war horse and ready to follow the guy.
Yeah, Valachi is the closest, of course.
We're not allowed there.
Yeah.
Our brother's going to kill us.
He's not going to move very fast.
It's not our only problem. As he prints on the horses.
Oh, the next town you'll barely reach by night.
Yeah, you could get to
somebody from the
you know this, Uriel, you could yeah, it would have to be it's still probably gonna be close, but you could make it to Kresk, the village of Kresk. But you guys will probably arrive there at night.
It's not nice.
that means
And
they're
you know that those villagers, they very rarely leave their own village, and if the group's getting attacked or anything outside the villagers aren't going to help. You do know that. Like, they're very independent. Yeah, that's Kresk, to the northwest.
I am taking children to Molokai. I can take you elsewhere they're at. Molokai is the best protection.
All right, good luck. We'll see you later.
Why will you not go to Molokai?
We're traitors.
Let's just say we are wanted for crimes. We have not answered for yet.
Yeah.
Well, most of the people in these lands are.
No, I mean the police want us there.
Yeah.
Our brother is the deputy.
Well, help me escort these children to Molokai, and then I will take you somewhere thereafter.
Oh, nope. Nope.
We can't even go close to that city.
I mean, we can walk maybe like a day outside of
Are
it.
these children from
We're a
Malachi?
day outside
Yeah.
of it already.
Yes, we're from
Well, do
Valachi.
I think they'll be safe, like just outside of the city?
Yeah, in a sense, in a sense of Valachi, if you went, and it's a town. If you let them on the road, there, if like on the way by there, you could let the children go, and they would make it. They should make it fine.
Sounds like the most
Kresik's more dangerous going there, with the children. So you definitely feel like the place to do is drop the children off in Valachi, but you could just let them run, towards the town.
Is my horse still here?
Was this?
Is my horse here?
No, but they have horses, and the old man offered to put the children on the war horse.
Actually, on one of the other horses.
Or one of the other horses, not the war horse, one of the other horses. Sorry.
I will help you.
I'll tell you what.
Not that generous.
Give me one of those horses, and I will be your guide for a week.
But you just said you weren't from here, so how are you gonna be our guide?
I live here, but I am not from here.
Okay, that's good. That sounds much better. But all right.
Take the dogs.
And you must come with me to half mile outside of Valakai and give me a horse, and then I will get you to the Abbey before night.
All right.
Sounds like he's gonna get
Sounds
us
like
to
a
the
deal,
church on
guys.
time.
I'm in.
Bill, on my
And-
we can't make it to Valakai and then the town, right?
You could actually make Valakai's not that far from here, actually. So I mean, you could make it to Valakai really quickly. But getting to Crest is what it would take the rest of the day. But you would still do it. You could still, because it's on the same road. So you're fine
Can't we just find a place to rest?
going this way.
Find a small copse of trees somewhere and just rest.
I don't think you want to be sleeping out here at night.
I have
Do you not remember what happens in the forest around here?
Can you carry me, please?
Nope.
I turn into a panther.
I'm not that nice.
I'll
I'm
use my
sorry.
second. I'll use my second shapeshift.
You could
turn
ask
into
the
a
big
panther.
dragonborn over
I
there.
turn into a panther
Those
so she
arms
can
aren't
ride
meant
on
for
my back.
carrying.
Hey, I turn into a panther. You can ride on my back now.
That's for an hour.
Okay, it's still an hour.
Okay.
Still lets me recuperate. So.
Aren't you from the woods? Don't you like the woods? Shouldn't you want to walk around?
I'm gonna
We're
investigate
tired.
what's in
I'm
the...
injured.
I'm tired too. I just
Yeah,
got
I'm
my
gonna give you
job
guys that
fixed.
stuff. I'm letting you talk.
I just got
some-
bit like by
A couple
three
of you are
different wolves.
searching the house.
Yarrow's like,
Vampire and three
keep
wolves.
Yeah, yeah. I know you guys are.
Vampire any
The
day.
three of you are searching. I know that.
We'll throw Sleeping Beauty and Sleeping Less Beauty on the two other horses.
No, she's
Okay,
on my back
Perfect.
That's kind of
for an hour.
Help me instruct these children.
That's how you want it
I'm
for
a
us.
panther
Okay.
right now.
And then I'll take you to the Abbey.
I'm riding
She's
a
the
big
Panther
cat.
I'm a panther for an hour.
All right. So this is what you'll find searching the house.
Hey, I got a question. Have we woken up the Dragonborn yet?
Did you heal or
Yep,
bind? Healed? Okay. How much? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
8 points. I got that written down. Yes, healed out 8 points. Yes. All right. So let me see here what you find.
Hag underwear. Cross your fingers, everyone.
What?
All right. So you do find 6 in their beds. You find 6 pieces of cheap jewelry. Each are worth 25 gold pieces each.
Oh, that's kind of cheap.
Cheap jewelry.
All right. And then the other things like you'll find here is
That shit's bad.
shawls, bedding, just a lot of mold stuff that you'll find around. A lot of kitchen stuff. A lot of
That ladle you were looking for, Uriel.
so you'll find so you'll find bowls of herbs, baking ingredients, flour, sugar, gourds of powdered bone. You'll find dozens of locks of hair.
Ew.
Any teeth of children?
Just
Just curious. I don't know,
yes.
I guess.
Yeah, you will find some.
What color is it?
You'll also find some containers, some look like liquids. The first one is labeled youth, and it looks like a golden. It's almost like a gold syrup.
I'll drink it.
Are you down it? You drink it?
It says youth, right?
All right, yeah. So all of a sudden, Ender, all of a sudden just becomes young.
For 2 seconds.
No, and is very attractive. Ender's now
True.
very young and attractive. All right, the second one
Take you to the bar with us, fat
is
old
labeled laughter, and it looks like a red tea.
Looks like it doesn't affect me.
Give this to the little tiefling so he can
And-
finally
and
stop
then,
taking things so seriously.
The last one is
Give it
this,
to the Crusader.
greenish.
The
Okay, let me
Inquisitor.
finish, guys. The last one is this greenish, milky liquid, and labeled mother's milk.
Oh shit.
Boy.
Oh shit.
I like
Give
milk.
that one to Echo.
I like
Give that
milk.
one to Echo.
Give that
You
one
will
back
also
up.
find a chicken coop with 3 chickens and a rooster, and a few laid eggs.
I'm taking care of it.
And then, of course, you know, there's the wooden trunk filled with toads.
None of those eggs are
Okay.
And that's what you guys
It's
can
my
find.
dream
in
thing.
Trunk full of toads.
I like taking care of animals. It's my
Of
dream
the
thing.
random
knock me
weird
off your back
things
and
like
flip
bone
over the
dust
freaking
and
chickens.
hair locks.
Remember,
and
I have
such.
animal handling. I can handle animals.
So do
Yeah,
I.
but it's my
An
thing.
Arcana
Yeah.
check to see if any of those would be
I
useful
think
as
that's
components.
Trump was full of
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they of necromantic
Uh,
origin or
Anyway,
you
the
know?
circle of the
Go ahead.
shape.
Treat an Arcana.
All right. So 16.
16. Yeah, so you know that like the powdered bone would definitely serve as some sort of Arcana, maybe necromantic type component, spell component.
Okay. And the locks of hair, was that more for hexing or?
Probably more like trophies.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you figured, that these elixirs or whatever probably do have magical or possibly poison. You know.
Right. So I'll hold on to the laughter and the mother's milk, but the other things we'll shove into the fireplace there.
Okay.
Including the frickin' thing full of toads.
Okay. Just
I'm gonna
push the cakes in
I'm
there.
gonna start up a fire and just burn the shit out of that.
All right. Okay. You guys starting to place on fire?
No, just in the fire in there, the fireplace.
All right.
To create bonfire,
Okay.
burn that shit, and I say, place the bodies in there.
Can I put the chickens in?
I would have said the bodies were burned. He'd already dragged
Yes.
them out, and you guys burned
Okay.
them out in the yard
Hey, if
or
you
out
guys say
away
you're
about
gonna
100
I will.
feet away.
I grab a chicken before he can even get to him.
Can I,
But nothing else on
I'm not.
the upper
Or
floors.
the-
No, that's
the
all.
fire.
That's
Okay.
all you'll find.
So we'll get
The
through.
pale nods like.
All
I
right.
just grab
um,
one of them. And I grab an egg.
All right. So I've got the. I'll just keep the other potions for now and see if we can
I nod.
determine what.
I grabbed the other chickens.
But nothing written, nothing.
No.
He's
Okay.
I start fucking one of the chickens.
No,
So do
I'm
they-
protecting them. I'm protecting them. I like the panther is literally like.
they have-
I
grabbing
grab
the chickens.
one and give it to Echo.
I would say you're not a panther yet.
Is
buddy.
there? Is
So
there?
you're searching the house.
Oh, okay.
Also, is there a
Then I'm still
cauldron?
protecting these
You
chickens.
said with all the
that's
cooking
like
gear,
having
is there a
chicken
cauldron?
and a cat.
Yeah, there's a cauldron. Yep.
I'm hungry. I need to eat to regain
Uh,
I
my
Hey,
give Echo, I give
Echo.
you one of the chickens.
Thank you.
One.
Echo, do you want it lightning fried?
No. I don't like my things lightning.
All right,
Fire.
so
Lightning
you
first?
gathered stuff up in the house,
How many
burnt
chickens?
bodies, burned the toads and other stuff. Gather the pieces of jewelry, and are you
How many
guys?
chickens and
Let's go
roosters
deliver
are
some
there?
children.
There's 3 chickens and 1 rooster
What's the
We give
mother's
them one
in
milk
a
smell?
pen, in a chicken
Give
pen.
him a head.
What are their names?
Huh?
Yeah, you get a hen.
She's the ranger, right? You're the
Yeah.
ranger? Yeah, I put the green mother's milk up to your nose. What does it smell
Get that out of my face.
like?
Wait, is it green?
Yeah.
I don't know what this
Maybe it's a
is.
creature's milk.
Yeah,
I just know about.
Mother's milk isn't exactly what you call normal milk.
Jarrow, did you share with him that could be poison?
Not yet.
Can I use
I haven't determined what it is.
No, you think it could be though. I'm just saying, do you tell them it could be poison?
I
You're not
didn't say
sure.
get that out of my
You're not
face.
sure what it is, but you think it could be poison.
I
Can
give
I use
I
enough
give-
Things for
We
you
need
to just
find
play
a
with.
ton of animals.
Alright.
I'll just
Hey,
cut
can
it
I
in.
use
Give straw.
investigation to like investigate it, like test it?
This
Let's
would
leave it to
be
you.
more of
Leave
in
it
the
to
sense of
Yarrow.
herbalism or
Arcana.
arcana. It would be down those kind of.
Oh well, then can I use Arcana to
Is
test
there
it?
something we can?
What's your
chicken in?
class?
They have
I have a
their own
rogue, but
pen.
I do have Arcana though.
Oh, okay.
Because they have their own pen.
Yeah, you could go ahead. Give me Arcana check.
D20, right?
Yep.
A 2.
All right, you have no clue what it is.
How about me?
Wow.
There's a
Arcana.
difference between
Huh?
if you're trained.
How about me,
and
Arcana?
Arcana.
Since I,
That's not you being trained. If you look to the left of it, you don't have a black.
it's only a 12.
All right, yeah, you don't know either.
That just means
No.
everybody has a possibility of knowing something, but if you're
Yeah.
trained, you have a better possibility.
Really nice.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
feel like
If you're trained with it, then I'm giving you rolls. If you're not trained in it, you probably shouldn't roll for it, unless I tell you to specifically.
Not rolling a die.
All right. All right, so you gather stuff up, put the children on the couple of horses.
Is this
Get
pen portable?
JC and Narayo on
Wait,
horses.
is this pen portable? Like, can we carry
I'm
it with
also
us?
leading the war
Can we
horses.
take the chickens?
No, it's more of a chicken coop. It's not a portable one. They
Can we
built it.
find something that we could put the chickens in to
Yes.
carry them?
I would say yes. You guys have to
Come on,
find a
do
couple
it.
sacks if you guys so choose to
Can we
carry
bring
the
the chickens with
chickens.
Yes.
All right, so you guys
them
are
with
taking
us.
the chickens. All
I load
right,
them on my horse.
chickens and the rooster.
And I.
You don't have a
Oh
horse.
yeah, I know.
Give them to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, give 'em to
All
me.
right.
I can just hold them with me when I'm on the
Do
horse.
we want to burn this whole place down or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Not really
Do
leaving
it.
anybody in it.
No.
It's not just a joke.
We
guys.
should
Why would
leave
you
you
answer?
in it. Why are you asking that? We could leave you in it. You called
Because you're the
Strahd.
one who called
All right.
Strahd.
So you guys will
Strahd,
start the
Strahd,
place on
Strahd,
fire
Strahd.
Yeah.
as you head on out. No problem. You guys definitely just take a couple sticks and stuff that there's, you know,
Oil.
rags in
Oh, I
here.
just
and-
do create bonfire up on this.
Yeah,
on the
and
roof.
it will start easily. This place is definitely
And
flammable.
thus ends the Old Bonegrinder Windmill.
Yes. So then
I
you
hold
guys
myself in fire.
head on out the road.
Yes. Oh yeah. So I burned the locks of hair, but not the bone. Bone dust. That went with me.
There's a couple gourds of it.
Okay.
So if you want to take,
Yeah,
so you want to take, okay. Yep. All right. Yeah, just write that down.
Bone dust.
All right. So you guys head on out. You ride on out along the road. You'll get to a point where an intersection where Uriel, you know, you can send the kids on one of the horses and head them right back to Valakai, and then you guys can continue to make your way westward, northwest, towards Kresk. And this will be a perfect time for us to take a quick break and come back as you arrive, hopefully, in Kresk at night. And so we will stop here.
Did we even short rest through that?
Nope. No,
I
no
shift
rest.
my knee.
They tried to cook chicken for us, but
Unless you guys want to.
Unless even those of us who were just sitting on a damn horse.
It's pretty quick. I'm assuming you guys are moving fast, grabbing stuff,
Right.
and going through the
Arguing
house.
about chicken.
Well, like we've had it explained that if we drop off these kids and then go make our way to this other town, we might make it there by night
Yes.
if we continue moving.
Yep.
So it's
So
our
it's up
choice
to you
whether or not
guys.
we
It's
wanna
your
be out on
chance.
the road.
You can rest on the road, rest here. If you want to take a short rest, that's completely fine.
Can we make
Go ahead,
can we make it
Uriel.
to the Abbey before night?
What was this?
Can we make it to the Abbey before night?
It will. You are pretty sure it will take you. You're not exactly sure, but you think you'll get there by night. But it might be, you know, you think you get there before it's really late. But you're thinking probably 6 p.m., 7 p.m. So it'll be turning dark or getting dark. And yeah, you know that you're not going to want to be on the road, especially in Crest that late. It's a chance. You could take a short rest, maybe along the river, past Valakai, which you guys have done. Along this bridge, you take a short rest there, an hour rest there, and then move on from there. If you guys want to do that.
Okay. But the Abbey is shorter than Crest?
No, the Abbey is part of Crest. The Abbey is actually located there in that village.
Okay.
So we're headed to Kresk is what he's saying.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, the Abbey is there.
Okay. So if we need to,
Suggest we push on.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to push on or take a short rest.
Short rest because
at
in order
the,
to regain my breath attack.
You take a short rest where you guys met the gypsies on the river.
I just advise we don't take a
or
short rest
don't
at all.
short rest.
I don't want to be out in the woods at all.
Nope. Okay.
I just keep riding.
All right, then that's decided. All right, we're gonna take a maybe 5-10 minute break. Well, at least 10-minute break, so Dungeon Master can do
a player
something.
short rest.
A player's short rest.
Very short.
Very short rest. And so we'll be back.
All right.